a new dimension to wildlife and eagles, and I would like to thank everybody from Hancock Wildlife Foundation for the support. Uh, we're all working to improve things, and it's not easy to raise funds often, so do look on the Hancock Wildlife Foundation site, and there's a button for donations. David Hancock personally has put in a lot of his own personal effort for many years, but you know, he also has to live off from something, so that's why the foundation does need your support. Anyway, there's a Fledge Fest on the 13th of July, which I hope those of you who can join, please come. I'm definitely going to donate some of my images there in at least 36 by 24, some formats or some smaller. So hopefully that can raise some funds together with other things. And for those of you who cannot see it, I will definitely try and do a live broadcast from there. I think it'll be quite an event, so you can see it's at David Hancock's house. I presume it is. I think it is. And yeah, we'll have the live broadcast from there. Yes, it is with David Hancock's house, I remember now. Yes, it's David and Mary. They have many beautiful birds in the garden, mandarin ducks, wood ducks, they've got sandhill cranes, demoiselles. Oh, it's amazing, you know, so all kinds of different ducks. You'll recognize them. Try and stream a bit live there. Cheese and wine, of course, too. And so on. Quite exciting. Yes, I'm glad that everybody, you know, that there's so many, you know, so many Eagle fans watching now, right to the East Coast. I think tomorrow morning I'll definitely be here. The only thing that's going to prevent me is the rain, certainly not my energy. As you know, I have a lot of energy. That's not going to prevent me from coming here. So I do intend to set up the camera. I will try and get both online again. If it becomes unstable, I'll only have this one running, but that's still going to be quite, you know, actually very good quality. I have to check the low tides tomorrow. If anyone knows when the low tide is in White Rock tomorrow, just shoot it on the screen, please. So follow that. I think we have quite a good low tide tomorrow. Oh, do I know what about time? Yeah, that's that's a tricky question. When I get out of bed as soon as I can, if I get up at 6, I can start live broadcasting at 7. I can try, certainly. Yeah, I think that's why not. It takes me 15 minutes to set up. It's very possible. Yeah, maybe 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time is very possible. I will try and announce it everywhere. Anyway, it's very good because I'm going to let also the camera to stream and get myself some breakfast in the meantime, so it's good. Ah, that's interesting. Just after noon is low tide, 12:42. Okay, that's good. So 10:40 will be the best time usually for eagles, about 2 hours before, because that's when the midshipmen get trapped in the shallow pools. So that's usually when they'll be very active, and I think the White Rock nest will be active long before that. So I'll try and broadcast as early as possible. Maybe even I'll try to get up at 5:30. The good thing is the sun. You know, the problem is only the rain that'll hold me back here. So hopefully the weather's stable. That's the only thing that stands in the way, really. And do tell your friends to watch this and enjoy it. Eastern time. No, I think sunrise here is maybe 5:30 or so. I have to check. So Eastern time, well, you have to add 3 hours. But yeah, anyway, I think from 7 onwards I'll probably be broadcasting. If I'm a bit late, that doesn't mean I'm not coming. If if it does rain, I will put out a message on on the live broadcast that I cannot come for rain reasons. But I think you'll probably see that in the White Rock cameras anyway if it rains. Let's hope it won't. Now let's get, sorry, was that Jules again, I think? A bit close up. Oh my goodness, it's so dark. We lost complete focus here. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, come on. Gee, the camera's struggling with him. Ah, there we go. That's better. There, again the headless phenomenon. As soon as we zoom in, they become headless. So let's quickly zoom out. And the heads should reappear any second now. Oh, they're both headless. How amazing. Okay, let's take a closer look at all the feathers. How's that? That's as close as I can get. Let's see if there are any flies in here. Wow, look at that. Another headless eagle. Guess we just have to wait. I think the heads grow back on. Similar to these worms that yeah, and now comes the zoom factor, which is one of the theories of headless, probably some alien influence here. Must be ancient aliens or something here. Let's see. The new series for ancient aliens here. heads just disappear. Look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, the zoom. I mean, this is the whole joy of having a lens like this. I mean, the quality is absolutely outstanding. I really enjoy that too. I mean, you still have to think that the distance between me and the eagle. I'm standing about well, 60 feet from the tree. The height of the tree is 130 feet. So let's say the distance between me and the eagles are approximately 150 feet. I think that's quite a good estimate. 150, 160 feet, yes. Lens angle is about, what is it? Let me see, that's 30 degrees, right? 30 degrees, yeah, that gives me about 160 feet. So, yeah, so you can see what magnification we have. By the way, past still sitting 2 trees to the right and just enjoying the evening. actually amazing that at the moment it's better even to be on the ground than be up on the lift, because from the angle it's and the stability that I get, it's much better from here from the west side where I'm at now. And tomorrow morning it's also going to be good because the sun, of course, being in from the east, will illuminate them from the other side. And it takes a long time. So only I think after 1-2 p.m. where this angle gets impossible, where you face directly into the sun, but then later in the afternoon it gets fine again. So there's several angles one can take in the morning to, to cover the eaglet. Yes, it is awesome, and the light is fantastic too. Yeah, it's amazing. It's 8:15. The sun is, the sun is still fairly high. Of course, it's cloudy, but yeah, we have moderate breezes and a very pleasant evening here. And two headless eagles to look at. It's what more do you want? Oh, there's a head again. Oh, look at that. Yeah, talking about hugging them, last year I had a wonderful experience. I actually caught an eaglet that fell out of the nest. That was in July, um, next to Highway 99. That's the highway that comes from the States, goes into Vancouver. On one of the high voltage poles there's a nest there. It's also occupied this year. And yeah, exactly that happened. There was a gust of wind, we presume, and an eaglet fell out. And David actually noticed that, and we hoped that the eaglet would recover. Sometimes they manage, but you have to be very careful at night. They can easily fall prey to well, all kinds of wildlife at night. But the eaglet wasn't strong enough to make it, so David and I caught it together with Tina. And I actually covered that with video, the way David caught it, and I held the eaglet. It was wonderful. I held it in the car and we brought it all the way to Owl. That was quite an experience. Yes, it is, and I mean David's very experienced with eaglets. He taught me how to catch an eaglet without injuring it, and to hold. Of course, you have to be very careful with the talons. That's the most dangerous part. How to do that. But I mean, you have to have a lot of practice with this. I certainly couldn't do this on my own. I would need him for this. You have to have. If you've done it once, that's not enough. But it was an amazing experience, and it was also amazing when the eaglet got released a few weeks later. I was allowed to be there, of course, because we were the ones who brought it in, and it was just wonderful to see it flying off again. Oh, the sunset here is so beautiful at the moment, and it's quite bright actually. I have to put the set the exposure back a bit. That's right. The Interstate 5 turns into 99. Oh, look at that. The light is getting incredible now. Wow. I'm turning down the overexposure all the time now because the light's really picking up beautiful contrast. I'm going to try and take, hopefully I won't lose you. I'm going to just take a, when they are up, I'm going to try and take a quick picture of them both, which you can then have. Um, I hope I won't lose you. I'm just going to wait till the second head reappears. Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can get a nice capture of both of them. Let me just see. Oops, that's too much. Very gentle here with the magnification. I'm just waiting for the one to look up this direction, and then I'll try and make a quick screenshot. I hope I won't lose you then. Turning down the exposure even more now. The light is magnificent. Just to wait and see if we can get both of them. Unbelievable how the light matters. I mean, the ISO's just gone down from 2000 to 560. It's just incredible when the light comes through. Completely changed the exposure here. There we go. Let's see. Come on, look here. Ah, come on. That's what it's all about, patience. Get a bit more in the center. Probably our chances are much better in the morning because they'll be very, very active, I presume. Oh, Danny was asking, did a film photograph. You won't believe it, I started my father was an incredible photographer, and he actually redid film. It was amazing. We grew up in many countries, and he was amazing. He did a lot with film. I did a little bit with film before, but very little. I really started photography in 2012, believe it or not. Before that, it was just like everybody else did. So I became dedicated. No, I should say end of 2011 is correct. It was the Eagles that really drew me to it, and that's since then I've just learned it. So. I do know how to. I've done a bit with a friend before. The way you develop films and so on. I do understand that, but I couldn't do it now. But I don't think it's. Well, I can't say it's not difficult. Everything is an art. Okay. Well, now let's see if I can take a picture. Fine. Ah, no. Oh, the German film cameras are nice. Yes, that's what that's what the Germans are known for. That's true. Yes, Sasse, of course, is the East German company, and very successful. Many Kodak used to be very big. I remember in Munich everything was full of Kodak. It's just changed so much now, of course, with the digital age. Leica. Come on. A Leica is still very expensive. They still have the best, probably the best lenses. Oh, come on, look here. Let's zoom in on this one. I don't know who it is. Get at least some nice picture. There we go. Well, you can definitely appreciate the evening light. It's when it gets super sharp. If he kept his head quiet, I could zoom in even more. There we go. That's maybe too much. I think like this is better. This looks like National Geographic, eh? Isn't it amazing? Oh, Mars coming in, Mars coming in. Hang on. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Finally, eh? Couldn't see what that was. Now, of course, we can't see them so well anymore. I think that was, yeah, that was the aperitif for, for the main dinner. The main dinner course is still coming. Let's see what's going on now. So my next wish is to build a transparent nest, from sort of a plastic ball or something. So we can really have a view from all angles. It may have been Pa because Pa's not sitting up there. I lost sort of the view of him. Could have been Pa coming in. I don't know if anybody can comment on that. How wide do I think the nest is? Good question. I don't think it's a very large nest. It's not the biggest that there is. Oh, there they go. Now there's some activity again. Ah. There we go. Oh, don't complain, eh? Okay, now it's getting a bit dark again, so I have to overexpose again. Let's see how we can get him in nice and sharp again. Oops, that's too much, sorry. That was a bit too much. There you go. Oh, there's a lot of flapping. Woof, 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 woof. Let's get everything back into view. What's going on there? I think he or she's still very hungry, looking out for Ma now, Pa. That's the best thing, so we can probably expect something. That look is incredible. Look at that look. That should be sharp now. I think Indy wanted the fan on, so Jules put the fan on. It's getting a bit warm there. Indy is certainly an intense character. Oops, there he comes in again. Danny, that's a beautiful screen capture. Well done. Very nice. Taking off again. Does anybody have a count of fish? How many per day now? Oh, and off to the perch position again. That's the same, so it must be par. That's the same position where par was previously. Okay, let me just quickly give you a view on that. That's the same perch tree, right? Let's get a view of par. Probably still looking for more dinner, I presume. Yes, and even adults become headless. Oh, let's go back to the nest. Just on time. And duck. No? Hmm. Okay, I'll have to go to dinner. So I'll probably see you early in the morning again because I think it's relatively easy to set up. And then let's give another try. So I'm just going to pack up a bit and yeah, give you 2-3 more minutes whilst I pack the other stuff away, and probably see you in the morning around 7 a.m. here. I hope the weather will be fine. Oh, you're almost welcome. Yeah, it looks very much like Echo, that's right. So I'm going to see you probably in the morning around 7 a.m. I'll put the alarm clock for 5:30 or so. And yeah, should be fine if hopefully no rain. Hopefully. If there is rain, I'll put the announcement tonight on there because I think I'm the only one who could do this, but yeah, do put it, announce it wherever you can. I'll announce it on Sasse Facebook and on Hancock Wildlife Foundation. But I'll try and broadcast from 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Well, you're almost welcome. It's really a pleasure, absolute pleasure. sign off now, my eagle friends, and on that final beautiful beautiful face, always in anticipation. Yeah, that's nice and sharp now. Yeah, on that note, that intense stare, beautiful intense stare, I'm going to say good night. It's difficult to stop, isn't it? Such a beautiful stare. Okay, good night, my friends.